It's Locked On Baylor. Thank you for making it your first listen today and every day, part of that Locked On Podcast Network. For those of you watching on YouTube, be sure to like the video if you like the video. And those of you listening, keep listening. Tweet at us at Locked On Baylor. We'd love to hear from you. One of the things that I have kind of toyed around with for the last 2 months of like a segment to do on the pod or an episode of the pod is like trying to find out what exactly this turnaround was born out of. How do you go from 2-4 to 6-6? Like there's something there. There's obviously plenty of answers, right? Sawyer Robertson finding his footing, this offensive line finding their game, Bryson Washington getting healthy. There's quite a few things you can point to. But typically, when you're at 2-4, coming off a 3-9 season, and as low as it felt for us as fans, and it had to have felt for those players in early October, like there has to be something galvanizing there, and we hadn't heard it from players or Dave Aranda, or I was asking any guest on this show, like, where is this coming from? Like, what happened here? Well, Sawyer Robertson, you might have noticed something a little bit more noticeable, I guess, in the uniform reveal or the reveal of the new helmets, if you watched that video. And Sawyer Robertson commented on it, and he gave us the best answer we've had so far on what has turned the Bears from 2-4 to 8-4 heading into the bowl game.
So the story behind this is after the Iowa State game, we were 2-4, and I just did it kind of like as a joke. Came out here during the bye week, and I had a really good day. So I was like, dang, like, okay, like, we'll see where this goes. And told myself I was going to shave it once we lost, and we still haven't lost. So here we are, 8 weeks later, 6 wins later, 2 bye weeks. So
will this carry into 2025?
We'll see.
All right.
We'll see.
Just like we all had at the beginning of the season, Sawyer Robertson's Muzzy is going to turn the Baylor Bears football program around and make him a Heisman candidate for next year. I mean, like, how is there, like, how do you not love everything about Sawyer Robertson, man? Like, I mean, seriously, he's got this just kick-ass Muzzy now. He's twirling it, and during that media availability, he's kind of, doing this. He's patting it down. He's making sure it looks good, and always deferring to his teammates. Always, coming in with that West Texas bravado, and it's a soft-spoken bravado. Those from West Texas will know. I only spent some time out there. But he comes in with that thick, West Texas country boy accent. He's talking about how great his teammates are, how much he loves playing for Baylor. And, oh, yeah, I started growing out this Muzzy 2 months ago, and it's turned around our entire season. And I throw a bunch of touchdowns and we score a ton of points. Like that's Sawyer Robertson all right there, man. Like what a revelation it has been to have him as the starting quarterback. I cannot believe that we went into this season with not only Sawyer Robertson not being the starting quarterback, but no real push for him outside the program to be the starting quarterback. We always hear about that. Like the backup QB is always the most popular player in town. And it goes back to, for me, for Baylor, it goes back to the end of 2019 and into 2020. We all wanted Jacob Zeno after what he did in the Big 12 championship game. Well, you didn't get him. You got another year of Charlie Brewer. Then it was Zeno again. Zeno. Every time Brewer had a bad game. And then the next year, it was Gary Bohannon. You didn't even get Zeno then. Then 22, Shapen stunk for a stretch, and it's like time for Kyron Drones. Don't let Kyron Drones leave. Can we get Kyron Drones some snaps here? And then Kyron Drones leaves. And this year, it was finally like, all right, DeQuan Finn is going to be our starter, and we love that. We are so happy for that. Like, let's do this thing. We're excited about a new quarterback who is going to be the starter. We're not going to beg for the backup to be in. And then when the backup has to come in, he has one of the best seasons that a Baylor quarterback's had in a while. And he becomes the most beloved player on the team. And there's stiff competition for most beloved player on the team, by the way. Again, this is a very fun team to root for. But Sawyer Robertson grows out the mustache, and the rest is history. So there you go, folks. You want to know how you go from 2-4 to 8-4 and the possibility of 9-4? Just have your charismatic starting quarterback grow out a mustache and give coolers to every one of his teammates. And again, throw a bunch of touchdowns, score a ton of points, and win like all the football games. Oh, man, Baylor's in such a good spot. And in that same media availability, Matt Jones said he wished he could come back to Baylor another year. He says Baylor's going to be in the Big 12 championship next year. He actually said Baylor's going to be in the Big 12 next year, which they definitely will be. But we got confirmation from the reporters that that he meant the Big 12 championship game next year. And as you heard from Sawyer, if that mustache comes in 2025, stays there, which he said it could be, then I don't know where else they would be on the first Saturday in December, but the Big 12 championship game in Arlington, Texas. It's worked so far. Anyway, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Is this what really turned around Baylor's season? Drop that down in the comments. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to Locked On Baylor. That helps out the channel a ton. And you can ring that notification bell to get notified every time we're dropping a video, every weekday, especially during this portal and bowl season. It's going to be coming thick and fast. Emergency episodes, separate segments, all that you can hope for, you can find through ringing that notification bell, liking, and subscribing. It also really helps out the channel. And let me know what you think about this Walker White thing and how Baylor is doing in the portal so far. Please do let me know. Drop that down in the comments below or tweet at us at Locked On Baylor. Tomorrow, we're going to talk, obviously, some more portal because I'm sure we'll have some more news for you by then. And, of course, some LSU stuff as well. Thank you for making it your first listen today and every day. We will see you tomorrow on your favorite show, Locked On